Pirkei Avot, the chapters of the fathers, chapter 1, verse 6. I'm going to jump right in. So, the next person in the line of transmission is Rabbi Yehoshua ben Parachia and Nitai of Arbel, Nitai ha'Arbeli. They received from the previous set of rabbis that we spoke about. Yehoshua ben Parachia, Omer, Yehoshua ben Parachia would say, Aseh lecha Rav, make for yourself a Rav, a rabbi, uknei lecha chaver, acquire for yourself a friend, veheve dan et kol adam lekaf zchut, and endeavor to judge your fellow favorably. So let's go through those three statements one at a time. They're all obviously interpersonal things which are good for you, right? So the idea, aseh lecha Rav, make a rabbi, pick a rabbi. So the idea here being, you should choose either, well, there's two possibilities. Either that it means that you should pick a rabbi, the Rambam says, a teacher, even if that person is really only at the same level of knowledge as you. In that case, you should still choose another person to learn from, because learning from another person is different from sitting and learning by yourself. So even if that person is on a similar level of knowledge and background as you, so choose to learn from them. And then all the more so, it would be good if that person is more knowledgeable than you are to start with. And the other idea is that you need to seek this person out and make them your teacher. The second thing he says is knei lecha chaver, purchase for yourself a friend. So you need to have a rabbi, you need to have someone to teach you, and you need to have a friend. Everybody needs friends. Having a friend is incredibly important. So, but why does it say to purchase for yourself a friend? The idea being something to the effect that even if it requires something dear to you, even if it requires, paying for things or whatever, it's worth it to make someone your friend. We all know these kinds of gestures you can make, right? Taking someone out for their birthday, doing nice things for them. It doesn't have to be, payment that you're giving in money. It could be in your time, but you should really go out of your way to acquire a friend, as opposed to for a rabbi who's supposed to teach you for free, right? So you're not supposed to, here I am, right? In theory, taking your money, but if you hire me to teach you, but in theory, a rabbi is supposed to be your teacher for free. The way we get around that today is we say you're paying them for their time, not for the teaching of Torah during that time. And it's a legal fiction, it's a workaround, but as we know, legal fictions in Jewish law work. And finally, veheve dan et kol ha'adam lekaf zchut. You should endeavor to judge your fellow favorably. If you're in any situation, this is a core principle in Judaism. If you're in any situation, your fellow is there, he's done something, you have two different ways to judge it. You can make the most positive assumption or you can make the most negative assumption. You should make the most positive, reasonable assumption that's available to you. So, for instance, this is a very common thing that people bring up in the Jewish world. One example I often bring up is, someone's in a hurry and they cut you off in traffic. So you don't have to say something silly, right? You don't have to say, oh, he must be rushing his wife to the hospital to give birth, right? You don't have to go that far. You can say, oh, he's probably having a rough day. I hope he feels better soon. That's judging your fellow favorably, that we can understand that he's maybe in a situation where if we were in the same situation, we would behave similarly. That is to judge your fellow favorably. And that is chapter 1, verse 6 of the chapters of the Fathers.